Recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And my work on the Intelligence Committee, I spend an awful lot of my time on these types of issues. And I think there's much we could say about this bill, but at the end of the day, it comes down to two fundamental questions. And they're really quite simple. And the first is, do you believe the President will hold Iran accountable? In an interview yesterday, I challenged the other person, show me the President's foreign policy success. Because I believe this administration has been 7 years of foreign policy failure, from China to Russia to Afghanistan to Syria. The list is long. And we have to ask, do we trust the President to implement policies that keep the world more or less safe? And the second question is just as simple, and that is, do we trust Iran? And as I asked the Secretary Kerry, show me a single example of Iran working with us or with our allies in any positive fashion. They are, as has been said here, the world's greatest sponsor of terrorism. Recently, they broke UN agreements not to test ballistic missiles. They've held our soldiers from Hezbollah to Hamas to Syria. They foster terror and darkness everywhere they go. Do we trust Iran? The answer is very simply no, which is why this bill is so important. It helps us to hold Iran accountable. It helps us to hold their proxies accountable. It removes the incentives for them to continue to expand their power and their policies and their goals, which are counter to U.S. and Western goals throughout the world. That is why I support this bill. I urge my colleagues to as well. Mr. Chairman, thank you, and I yield.